All right, up next, here's one that we've been expecting to come down the pike for a long time, but it has finally come to fruition. Das Deutschenhammer Josef von Schmidt, set to go one-on-one against the Olympic hero Kurt Angle.
And Josef von Schmidt is determined to get himself back on the map again.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Berlin, Germany, weighing 275 pounds, the German super soldier, Josef von Schmidt.
Well, it was a long, lean 2024 for Das Deutschenhammer Josef von Schmidt, but he is determined to make it back into the race for championship gold. And this match tonight against Kurt Angle could be a stepping stone in that direction.
Von Schmidt is due, but the way I'm seeing it, he's probably going to have to go through Rob Torres first.
Oh, hey. Von Schmidt versus the Sultan of Sexy. I'd tell you to make a note of it, but I know you already done it.
That's why keep this little notepad handy, Christy.
Indeed, Josef von Schmidt versus Rob Torres definitely would be one to see.
His opponent, accompanied by Miss Georgia Washington, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 228 pounds, Kurt Angle.
Oh, look, they're together twice in one show. Somebody called the Vatican. We got a miracle on our hands.
Kurt Angle and Georgia Washington making the scene this evening. And Kurt Angle certainly wanting to get past Josef von Schmidt every bit as badly as von Schmidt wants to get past Kurt Angle and towards the same goal, an opportunity for championship gold here in RWL. And if anyone's capable and qualified enough, it would certainly be the Olympic hero Kurt Angle.
I think Kurt Angle would probably go a whole lot farther if he'd just get rid of Georgia Washington, just carrying around dead weight for crying out loud.
For real though, Myron. What's she doing for him really? And she's just all about herself and her career anyway. He should definitely dump that dead weight. He'd be so much more popular.
That's what I'm saying.
Boy, both contestants coiled and ready to spring in this matchup. Wow. This is gonna be good. Walt Rothburn sounds the bell. They come center ring. Josef von Schmidt with a snapmare on Kurt Angle. Angle back up on his feet, locks up with Josef von Schmidt. Von Schmidt shoves him down to the canvas. Angle quickly back up on his feet, locks up with Von Schmidt again. Von Schmidt goes behind, rear waist lock, and slams down. Kurt Angle not releasing the rear waist lock. Angle back up on his feet quickly, goes behind. Von Schmidt counters, goes behind, back into the rear waist lock again. A snapmare from Kurt Angle and a rear headlock. Wow. Some impressive chain wrestling from these two. Von Schmidt caught in a dragon sleeper, an uppercut from Kurt Angle. He bounces off the ropes, whip to the ropes. Here we go, collision with no result. Angle locks up with Von Schmidt. Von Schmidt shoves him down again. Angle quickly back up on his feet, swings and misses, catches a right from Von Schmidt. Counters. Kurt Angle slams him down with one arm. Josef von Schmidt tagged with a right and barely flinches. Rounds up Kurt Angle effortlessly, deposits him headfirst into the turnbuckle. Josef von Schmidt rounds Angle up again. Angle goes behind quickly, counters, and a belly-to-belly suplex from Kurt Angle. Josef von Schmidt counters with a right. Whoa! Slammed down to the canvas right in front of the Yankee Rose, Georgia Washington. Kurt Angle counters with a kick to the midsection. Angle catches an elbow from Von Schmidt. Whip to the far corner. Das Deutschenhammer catches a counter from Kurt Angle. Von Schmidt counters, gouges the face of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle quickly counters, goes behind on Von Schmidt, suplexes him. The Olympic hero with Josef von Schmidt down on the canvas. He better keep him down. Angle rounds him up again, sets him up, belly-to-belly suplex a second time from Kurt Angle. Josef von Schmidt is laid out. Von Schmidt trying to make his way to his feet. Kurt Angle right there. Goes behind on Von Schmidt. Another German suplex from Das Deutschenhammer. Von Schmidt back up on his feet. A kick to the midsection. Von Schmidt counters with a couple of shots to the midsection of Kurt Angle. Running knee. Takes Angle down to the canvas. Von Schmidt drags him center ring. And there's an elbow drop right across the chest of Kurt Angle. Josef Von Schmidt seats Angle up into a seated position, gouging the face of Kurt Angle. Josef Von Schmidt determined to win this matchup. Angle sets him up. Whoa, beautiful suplex from Kurt Angle. Here's a cover. Oh, not even a one. Josef Von Schmidt powering out easily. Kurt Angle winds up the arm, catches a clothesline from Von Schmidt instead. Von Schmidt rounds him up, sets it up, boom, there's the hard punch. This could be the end right here. 1, 2, almost, but not quite. Kurt Angle powering out of the hard punch, fairly impressive. The Olympic hero catches an elbow, counters with a forearm, puts Von Schmidt into the corner. Von Schmidt counters and escapes the corner, puts Angle into the corner, and hurls him halfway to the other side of the ring. Von Schmidt rounds him out, disrespectful slap across the face, takes Angle down to one knee. Kurt Angle counters with a knee to the midsection. Whoa, swing and a miss from Kurt Angle. Von Schmidt rounds him up again. There's another elbow. Kurt Angle counters with a forearm. Von Schmidt against the ropes. Josef Von Schmidt draped against the middle rope by Kurt Angle. There's a hard kick to the midsection. And now Kurt Angle trying to unscrew the head of Josef Von Schmidt. Von Schmidt rounded up by Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle turns him around, goes behind. Look at this. Whoa! Into a reverse, rear choke. Kurt Angle powered out quickly by Josef Von Schmidt. That rear naked choke did not work out. A series of forearms from Von Schmidt. Kurt Angle battles his way out of the corner. Rounds up Von Schmidt. Snap suplex. Kurt Angle beginning to show signs of fatigue here, as this match has carried on for some time. Kurt Angle covers one, but just a one. Wow, Josef Von Schmidt displaying a great deal of resilience here. Fails to connect with the overhand right. Kurt Angle counters, takes him down with a one-arm slam. The Olympic hero showing out here. Von Schmidt on the outside. Catches an elbow from Kurt Angle. A kick to the midsection from Von Schmidt. Kurt Angle counters Von Schmidt again. Charges. Von Schmidt quickly counters with a kick to the midsection. Josef Von Schmidt countered by Kurt Angle. Angle with a German suplex on the outside. Referee Walt Rothburn continuing to count these two. Kurt Angle rolls Von Schmidt back inside the ring. Here he comes. Kurt Angle moving in on Von Schmidt. Von Schmidt back up on his feet. Takes him down. Wraps him a series of shots right to the head. Josef Von Schmidt rolls back up on... Oh, Kurt Angle's definitely lost it. Kurt Angle backs off Von Schmidt. Von Schmidt quickly putting the brakes on him. Here's a hard punch that takes Angle down. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3, and whoa, just like that, this one is all over. Josef Von Schmidt defeats Kurt Angle by pinfall.
Here's the time, 6 minutes and 13 seconds, and your winner, Josef Von Schmidt.
Das Deutschenhammer putting the brakes on a possible onslaught by Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was ready to explode out of the gate, but Josef Von Schmidt put a stop to him with that second hard punch. There's the first one on the replay, but Josef Von Schmidt putting out the lights for Kurt Angle and getting himself the 3-count pinfall over the Olympic hero. A much-needed win for Das Deutschenhammer Josef Von Schmidt. When we return, the Rage Television Championship on the line. Stefan Von Berger defending the title against T-Dog Tomasio right after the break.